Hey guys, Rory from A&S Gear. We're outside shooting the T4E TR50. That sounds like a mouthful. The T4E TR50. So this is a revolver, a 6-shooter revolver. We're gonna throw some paint through it and shoot it. Now this particular model of the TR50, or this model, the TR50, is a non-adjustable version. So you can't control velocity without aftermarket parts going inside of it. It runs off a basic 12-gram CO2, just like this right here, and you get quite a few shots. We're gonna run 3 mags through it, and then we'll shoot a bunch of shots afterwards. You'll see how many shots you do get from one 12-gram CO2. You can see this slot right here. This is where the 6-round magazine is gonna pop inside of there. Shoots 50 cal, so the TR50 for 50 cal. The paint that we're shooting is a little bit brittle right now, so we might see some breaks as we're shooting it. So if you're gonna pick one of these up, don't shoot really brittle paint, because these don't handle brittle paint very well. Make sure you're getting a paint that can handle the pressure of the gun shooting out. So let's get it started. First thing we want to do is slide the mag retainer back so that it can accept the magazine inside of it. We're going to take our 12-gram CO2, and this is a little different from most 12-gram setups that you'd seen, where normally you would take the nozzle end and slide it in this way. These go in the other way. The puncture pin is actually in the cap down here. So we'll put that in. We're gonna screw this together, and we're just gonna go to where it stops, just like that. You don't need to crank it down or anything. And then to puncture it, we're gonna hit the bottom of it. By hitting the bottom, we puncture the cartridge. This little pin pops out to tell us that we're engaged, that we have pressure inside the gun, and we can go ahead and load this up. So we're gonna take our first one, slide that in, release our lock, make sure that we're lined up on there, and we can go ahead and shoot it. I'm gonna shoot at the target. I'll shoot the 6 shots, switch the magazine out, put the new 6 in, shoot it, switch the magazine out, put the new 6 in, and then we'll just keep shooting. We'll dry fire and see how many more we get out of it. So here we go. Here's the first 6. So there's 6 right there. We're gonna take that out. You can see that that is now empty. Take our next one, put it in, release our lock. There's our next 6. Pull that out, release our lock, put that in, lock it in. Here we go. Got a break right there. So that was 6. Let's just make sure. So that was 18 shots right there. So now we'll just do dry fires. So that was 18. 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. That's 50 right there, and still sounds pretty strong. 60. That's 70, and I can hear it starting to die right there. Yeah, it's dying. So I would say 50 plus good shots before it starts to kind of peter out where it doesn't want to go anymore. Once we get down to the end and we need to clear it out, that little pressure valve that pops out, we can push that forward, release the gas that's inside of there, unscrew the bottom, and then switch out our canister, fill up our magazines, throw it all back together, and go again. And try not to drop that on the floor. But they're fun to shoot. I just highly recommend using a really robust paintball, because out of those 18 shots we got 1 break in there. Again, the paint we're shooting is pretty brittle. So fun little gun, easy to carry. Put it in your little holster, take it on the field as a sidearm. This is the T4E TR50 from ansgear.com.